Welcome to this lesson on sense of increase. So givers gain, that was a quote by Jane Willett. What do we mean by a sense of increase? Well, a sense of increase is based on what Ralph Waldo Emerson called the law of laws, which is the law of cause and effect. To fully appreciate that law, we must understand the common denominator among all people. And that common denominator is that we're all spiritual beings, and that spiritual essence within all of us has this need for expansion and for this need for growth. It's always for fuller expression, it's never for disintegration. So if you find yourself going backwards, then this problem is usually caused by the individual or the collective way of thinking, otherwise known as the ego. Some examples of this need for fuller expression, for growth. Sales, for example, people are always looking to sell more services and products to receive more income, to increase that level of sales. Priests, monks, shamans, they all want to increase their level of spirituality. They always want to become closer to God. You've got, within sports, you've got people want to run faster, people want to jump higher, people want to become stronger. Boxers want to become more technical, faster. So we have all these different examples of the need for that fuller expression, the need for growth and expansion. Progress equals happiness. So Jim Bezos from Amazon, he said that we see our customers as invited guests to a party and we are the hosts. It's our job every day to make every important aspect of the customer experience a little bit better. So Jeff Bezos knows that everyone has this desire for this sense of increase, and in business that can be known as customer service. So they want to create the best experience to leave them with and fulfill that spiritual essence that they have, which is that need for expansion, that need for growth. In the business world, that's customer experience, and it's leaving them with that sense of increase. So that sense that their life, their experience within that service, such as Amazon, they've been left with a sense of increase. They've been left the fact that something's been gained from this service. So in essence, a sense of increase is to do with things like leaving people glad that you've met them, leaving people glad that you've bumped into them, or leaving them glad that you've been a part of their company or their organisation, or you shared a moment or experience. These are all other examples of how people are left with that feeling of a sense of increase. They feel that they have gained something from their experience or encounter with you or with the business. Why is it important? Because riches, in terms of success mindset, is all to do with the giving and the receiving of abundance in all areas. So there's no limit to increase, just as there's no limit to the rate of vibration or frequency. We can always get better, we can always improve, we can always take the business further, we can always take our relationships further, we can always grow in every area. Energy always returns to its source. So by leaving other people with this sense of increase, by coming from that place of giving, doing whatever you can to leave somebody better off, that energy will always return to the source, and it always flows to and through you first before it goes through others, and then comes back to the source or the origination, that point where the energy was given out. So not only does it make others feel great, but it makes you feel great too. Whenever you incorporate this into your life, then you're going to be in this phenomenal vibration, and you're going to have this richer life because of this. See the best in people, companies, organisations, situations, and you're just going to have this much richer and fulfilled life because you're working in harmony with the laws. So it's very similar to gratitude and appreciation in a lot of ways. Again, the energy flowing through you first, and then going through the other people. So you're almost in essence being grateful for other people, and that's why you're happy to help them, you're happy to give, because you want others to feel appreciated, and you have that deep sense of gratitude for others and for situations, for circumstances, for things. So you want to be leaving people with this sense of increase. What's the compensation for that? Well, it's going to be reflected in your character, so it's beyond the scope of your imagination. By actually being a person who is constantly giving others and giving out value, then it's going to reflect in your parts of your character, such as your integrity. Wallace D. Wattles said, you don't get rich by doing certain things, you get rich by doing things in a certain way. So there's many salespeople in the same job, for example, yet some are just flying ahead of others, just getting much more income, getting much more sales, generating much more leads. And they're both in the same company, they have the same information, they're selling the same product or service. And why is one hugely doing better than the other? And that's because one of them is more than likely unconsciously working within the harmony of the laws and the sense of increase. So he's doing things in a certain way. So from The Sense of Getting Rich by Wallace D. Wattles, this is a couple of short paragraphs which help to sum up the essence of the sense of increase. There's a science to getting rich, and it is an exact science like algebra or arithmetic. There are certain laws which govern the process of acquiring riches, and once these laws are learned and obeyed by anyone, that person will get rich with mathematical certainty. The ownership of money and property comes as a result of doing things in a certain way. Those who do things in this certain way, whether on purpose or accidentally, get rich, while those who do not do things in this certain way, no matter how hard they work or how evil they are, remain poor. So it is a natural law that like causes always produce like effects, and therefore any man or woman who learns to do things in this certain way will infallibly get rich. So to live this rich, abundant life, you must put your mind in harmony with the laws that govern your being. So how you spend your days, whether professional or whether labourer, must be seen as a service that you are rendering, and it must be done in a certain way, and that way is by law. What you put out always comes back, so that's all you can really focus on is bringing your best self, being the best or the strongest version of yourself, and what you give out ultimately returns. Let's dig into this a little deeper. So whatever you think controls your emotions control the vibration that your body is in, the vibration controls actions, those actions control the reaction of the universe. So that's it broken down into a bit more detail. So when action and reaction meet, your results are manifested. You and the universe are working together, and when harmony within the universe happens, then your results will be positive. Whenever they're not, the results are less than you desire. You become what you think about has been a truth that all great leaders throughout history have all agreed on. They may have disagreed on many other things, but this is one of the fundamental things that they've all agreed on. You can reject or you can internalize those thoughts. So those thoughts that are internalized are impressed upon your heart, which is the universal subconscious mind. And what is impressed upon the heart controls who and what you are in that moment. So repetition of certain thoughts become fixed in the subconscious, and this keeps you in a certain vibration. And it's that vibration which ultimately determines the action, reaction, and the results that you'll achieve. The law of sowing and reaping, the domino effect, the karma, these are all different terms to describe the same law, which is the one that Emerson called the law of laws, which is the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect states that for every effect there is a definite cause, and likewise for every cause there's a definite effect. Every action has a consequence or a reaction. So thoughts, behaviours and actions create specific events and specific effects that manifest and create your life. So if you're not happy with the results or the effects that you're getting, then you must change the causes that created them. So when you change your thoughts, behaviour and your actions, then you actually change or transform your life, and you change the destiny that you're on or the path that you're on. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "Shallow men believe in luck, strong men believe in cause and effect." How can we use this law of cause and effect, and how does it relate to sense of increase? Well, increase is what all men and women are seeking, and it's our urge for our spiritual essence to seek and find fuller expression. So as Wallace D. Waddell says, the desire for increase is inherent in all nature. It is the fundamental impulse of the universe. All human activities are based on the desire for increase. People are always seeking more food, more clothes, better shelter, more luxury, more beauty, more knowledge, more pleasure, more life. So every living thing is under the necessity for continuous advancement. Where increase of life ceases, dissolution and death set in at once. People instinctively know this, and hence they are forever seeking more. So it's that natural urge of life and the spirit to seek increase. So whenever you're honestly attempting to leave everyone else with that sense of increase, you are putting yourself in harmony with the higher side of the person's personality. So you're connecting with their spiritual essence. By doing so, you're essentially fulfilling their need for that increase. You're working within the cosmic laws, and you're causing others to feel that way. So you're causing others to feel a sense of fulfillment. Therefore, that will eventually return to you and have this positive effect in your own life as well. Karma, law of sowing and reaping, the domino effect, law of cause and effect, these all cause energy to be put out, and this causes a ripple effect, which actually changes the vibration of the environment around you, and eventually, through changing those people's circumstances and situations, that ripple effect is going to lead to a series of causes and effects that will eventually return to you. You have no control over others, you only have control over yourself. So a great quote by Wayne Dyer says, how people treat you is their karma, how you react is yours. To summarise all this, what do we mean by sense of increase? We mean that the spirit is always for expansion and fuller expression. It's never for disintegration. So the problems that we have, it causes us to go backwards or to stay still. It's the cause of the individual or the collective way of thinking, which is the ego. Why is it important? Well, riches, in terms of the success mindset, is all about giving and receiving of abundance. You know, there's abundance everywhere. If you focus on that abundance, you're going to attract more of it into your life, and more of it into every different area of your life as well. So there's no limit to that increase. So energy always returns to its source. So whatever you give out, you shall receive. So if you learn to sort of constantly give out, have this real great habit of leaving others with a sense of increase, and constantly giving value, constantly helping others, constantly being compassionate to others, or being kind, it's always going to return to the source. So it's always going to come back to you in some way or another by this ripple effect. Meaning you're going to have a richer and more fulfilled life, because you're essentially getting or fulfilling that spiritual need or that spiritual essence within all of us. See the best in others, see the best in other people and situations and circumstances, and see the best in the company or the organisation you're with. This is going to put you in a phenomenal vibration, because that energy flows to and through you first, then to others, then back to you. So using this law of cause and effect, focusing on the cause, that's focusing on what we can do in this present moment, the decisions or the indecisions that we have, is really going to affect our environment around us. A little bit more to recap on the law of cause and effect. So it's your thinking controls your emotions control the vibration of your body, the vibration controls your actions control the reaction of the universe, ultimately determine what manifests in your life. Thoughts, behaviours and actions cause specific events that manifest. So if you're not happy with the effects you're getting, change the cause. So everything happens for a reason. So think of it like this: the choices that we make are the causes. Whether they are conscious or unconscious, we're still always making choices. So even indecision is a choice in itself. So it will always produce your choices will always produce the corresponding outcomes or the effects. When you're honestly trying to seek that increase, or you're honestly trying to fulfill that need in others, you're connecting with the higher side of people's personality and helping them to fulfill that part of their spiritual essence as well. To leave you with the quote from Ralph Waldo Emerson, he says, "Shallow men believe in luck or in circumstance, strong men believe in cause and effect."